Hi friends, I am Dr. Shashank M. Hiremat, working as Associate Professor at Sindhi Institute of Management, Bangalore, Karnataka. I would like to talk to you all regarding a very important topic which is called as things you can do during lockdown. So in the present crisis kind of a situation, what best we can do for our betterment? Some random thoughts were generating in my mind, and I thought of putting it across to you all. So let's go through each point one by one. The first point is you need to create your own financial plans for short term, medium term, and long term. Here, the point is you will have to try to create your own financial plan, which means that for a businessman, the financial plans for short term, medium term, and long term could be different. For a salaried professional, these short term, medium term, and long term financial plans could be different. So each one of them will have to decide depending on the investment capability or risk taking appetite. The second point is you can discuss with your family and spend time thinking about your goals. Never hesitate to talk about any of your goals with your family, because your family should be the first preference and your friends and other relatives should be next when it comes to discussing your financial goals. Third point is a very important one. You need to organize your portfolio. Let's say you have gold, real estate, or any other asset in your bunch of portfolio or investments. You need to give a kind of equal weight for each of the portfolio so that you do not risk yourself by investing in one particular asset. Fourth one is it is a tax efficient time to make any portfolio changes. So when we talk about portfolio changes, it is a very important one for us to understand that from the long term capital gains perspective, this is the right time to sell some of your assets which are giving some rate of return, which are giving at a higher rate of return even during crisis. You can think of selling those and avail some long term capital gain taxes. Okay, avail some benefits on long term capital gain taxes. So you can discuss this issue with the financial consultants and go ahead with your decision. The fifth point is you need to watch on your discretionary spending and try to avoid buying any discretionary products. For example, at this point of time, you don't need a very high end mobile phone or a good branded shoes or good clothing, etc. So you can avoid buying certain discretionary spends like buying a new refrigerator or buying a washing machine, etc., which could land you in financial problems. If God forbid, if something happens to one's job, you need to support your family, so you need to avoid the discretionary spending. Sixth one is check your last month's activity and figure out where all did you not spend and continue doing it. If you are able to control certain expenses in the last month, okay, you are a very good individual, and you are a very good actually investor, or you can say that you are a very good manager of your own finance. So when you check your last month's activity and you would have controlled some expenses, you will have to continue doing it because you are doing the right thing by not buying certain, okay, unnecessary items. The seventh one is you need to understand the importance of going digital. When the entire world is going digital, if you sit with heaps of paper and only sit like a bookworm, that's not gonna work. So you will have to work online. You will have to get connected to the present youth or generation through technology or through uh, electronic gadgets, etc. So you need to understand the importance of going digital. Eighth point is to avoid traveling aimlessly. Just because you will have to spend some time outside, don't take out your car, bike, etc. outside, and don't travel aimlessly as if there is no tomorrow. Everything will come to normal, so you'll get plenty of opportunities to go wherever you want. But right now the situation is different. You need not travel much. So only during crisis, only during essential services or emergency services required, you can travel wherever you want. So unless otherwise, you need not travel wherever your mind wants you to go. The ninth one is file your own tax returns. Try to understand, okay, one thing over here, that you are paying so much to the chartered accountants, or I'm not blaming people for not doing that, but try to cut down your costs on consultancy services. uh, any person who would take 500 or 1000 or 2000 rupees for filing your income tax returns, you could learn yourself as to how you can file your income tax returns and cut those petty expenditures and save money. And also that you can avail rebates on certain taxes. For example, if you pay the property tax before 31st May, you can avail 5% rebate. So you can think of doing that before the due date and save money. 10th one is go for digital know your customer, which you can avoid paperwork. So if you go for digital know your customer, if you have all the documents handy in your mobile phone or in your computer, a scanned copy would be a substitute for your original document. So you can avoid a lot of paperwork. Nowadays banks and these payment softwares, etc., like Paytm, Amazon, or Google Pay, do not require hard copies of your documents. You can have digital KYC and get the things done. 11th one is you need to keep churning your fixed deposits regularly in case you have surplus amount, which means that if you have a fixed deposit, if you have a savings bank account and you have surplus amount which you would not probably spend in the coming 1 month or 2 months, if you are gonna spend some 10 or 15,000 in a month for groceries, your daily necessities, the remaining amount can be put in fixed deposit with a term ranging from 7 days to any number of days. Let's say 7 days or 15 days, 30 days, 1 month, 2 months, etc. So that you will get some extra rate of return on your savings, and you can encash more by putting the money in the fixed deposits. No doubt the fixed deposit rates have decreased. You can still increase your amount available in your bank by investing in fixed deposits, which will also help banks to process it further in call money or call markets or short term money markets, etc. So they will use whatever funds you deploy as a fixed deposit, which helps in our economic growth. Next point is, if you have some stocks in uh, physical quantity or physical shares, please dematerialize all those through a process which happens normally through SEBI or the recognized stockbroker. You can always visit your stockbroker and ask for getting your physical shares dematerialized, which will help you in cutting down costs on maintaining those shares, and you will be able to access your portfolio anytime on your mobile phone or your computer. The 13th point is to register yourself in employment exchanges. and online job portals even if you do not change your job. I'm not here to encourage anybody to change the job. The reason I am asking you to, register yourself in the employment exchanges is to know what are the new skill sets that the industry is looking for in an individual. So by registering yourself in the employment exchanges, you will know the new skill sets required, and you can update your skills from time to time. 14th one is you avoid impulsive buying, unnecessary buying, or buying in large quantities without any basis is impulsive buying. Please avoid it. Otherwise, you will be piling up a lot of costs which is not required. 15th is to try to sell away unwanted things on OLX, Quicker, Amazon, etc. And you can buy them, once again at a better price. So whatever things you have at home, which you would be feeling that this chair was not required, or this table was not required, this almirah was not required, if such a thought comes to your mind, please sell it on certain selling websites, or sales portals like second hand sale portal like OLX, Quicker, and even in Amazon you will get exchange offers, etc. So you can try to do that and buy these things, or similar things, once again at a better price and better quality. 16th one is a very important one for people who might have lost their jobs, or who might be thinking of increasing their alternate source of income, is to undertake freelance projects. So lots of freelance projects are available online. You need to Google it out and search if any company you know wants to assign any extra work or projects for individuals in terms of software or data content development, writing books. You can also ask the book publishers if they have any book to be co-authored, etc., and you can use your skills and talents to make money during such crisis situation. 17th one is to become an insurance agent. Nowadays you will be looking at a lot of ads that you can become LIC agent or SBI life agent, etc. So you can try to enroll yourself to these companies and become an insurance agent. You will also be learning skills as to how to invest in insurance policies, and how to develop your skills or make alternate businesses, alternate sources of income. The next point, 18th one, is meditation is the key for success. Normally the research says that a person will have 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. So meditation is the way in which you can bring down your thoughts to zero, and then start fresh with positive thoughts. That's the the actual reality of meditation. When you do meditation, you should bring down all your thoughts to zero and start only with the positive thoughts, so that you will have a very healthy mind. 19th is you should listen more and talk less. God has given all of us 2 ears and one mouth, which means that God also wants us to listen more, because we have 2 ears and only one mouth. So you should keep your mouth shut wherever required, and that's how the communication skills will improve. And especially during such times, if you talk less, you will be in the you will benefit. 20th is to identify the most important day-to-day expenses, for which you can use mobile application for tracking your expenses. If you can identify all the expenses that you incur on a daily basis, you need not, you know, record each and every transaction that you do. On an average, like per day, how much do you spend? If you could record it in a mobile application software. Okay, there are a lot of application softwares in Play Store, Google Play Store, or Apple iOS. So you can download those expense tracking softwares and try to track your expenses so that you do not spend more than the required amount. 21st is you can cancel or stop multiple internet connections at home if you have, and you can use the same phone for as a hotspot by linking it to the other phone which you have. So one of your phone can have a very high data speed or high gigabyte per day, and the other phones could be used as hotspots. Okay, so the other part of this sentence is to avoid public hotspots. If you go to a railway station or bus station where you get free Wi-Fi access, please do not use your banking transactions, don't use your banking applications, because they could be hacked. Whenever you go to the public domain and try to do some online transaction, there is all possibility that your data could be hacked. So please be watchful on this issue. 22nd is to limit your credit card usage. Never spend much using your credit card unless otherwise there are very good benefits out of it, like cashbacks, 5% cashback or 1.52% cashback. Don't increase the limit, otherwise you will never know how much you would end up paying after a month when the amount is due. 23rd is to talk politely with the telesales representatives. Normally what happens is the insurance agents or the stock advisors or mutual fund companies would put some people on phone calls trying to ask them to sell some products. So if they call you up, please don't be harsh or rude with them. I have observed many people talking in very bad language with these people. Please try to understand that even they are human beings who are just like you. So even they expect love and affection as you expect from them. So 24th is try to move around with known people only. Don't go with a stranger who looks friendly to you, because they may be carrying risks of diseases or unknown problems which they could have. So especially during such crisis or COVID 2019 situation, it is better to avoid strangers. 25th is you can do breathing exercises every day, especially until the COVID 2019 problem reduces. You can watch how pranayama is done. Maybe you can watch Baba Ramdev's videos, or any doctor who shows you how to do pranayama, or a yoga guru, so that your lungs will be in good condition. That's where the COVID actually affects, and you can do breathing exercises every day. 26th is you can use staircase instead of using lift every time, so which will improve your health as well as reduces the electricity of your building, and hence you can reduce on the maintenance costs. 27th is you should always try to save electricity and water, which are the most important resources that we have, and these cannot be renewed. Once if they are exhausted, people the next generation will not have proper facility like electricity and water if they are exhausted. So we need to take care of these important natural resources. 28th is try to donate blood during emergencies. If anybody meets with an accident or anybody needs blood, usually plasma is required, and WBC red blood cells. So hospitals do require blood on a daily basis. If there are any emergencies or critical cases, you can always think of donating blood. So 29th is, do not forward fake messages and videos on WhatsApp or any social media. Okay, this is a very important thing. If you are forwarding a message, it could be a real one or it could be a fake one. The cybercrime departments in India have become very active on this particular matter. So the law is going to become more stringent as the day passes. You please be careful about forwarding even a forwarded message. You could be held responsible for doing so. So on WhatsApp and other social media, lot of videos are posted. Kindly do check if you are doing the right thing. Otherwise, stop forwarding those messages without proper knowledge. 30th is, avoid going to parties and functions unnecessarily. This is not the time to visit any house or go to a party or function without taking proper precautions. Even if you take precautions like wearing masks or using sanitizers, it is better to avoid going to such functions because it could increase the risk of COVID 2019. 31 is the other way around. You avoid calling guests to your home until the issue resolves. Okay, until everything, the vaccine is developed, etc. So that even you will not come under the risk zone. 32nd is, spread positivity and avoid negativity. You should always spread positivity and avoid negativity because the mind becomes polluted once you start spreading negativity. Whenever you look around the things or situation or people around you, you may find 100 negative things, but please try to find out one or two positive things and try to highlight only those things to other people so that only positive things happen around you. Otherwise, if you start spreading negativity, the same thing starts spreading because of the negative vibrations you create. 33rd is to support the administration and government. Whatever actions that the administration or government takes during such situations, it is very important for we as citizens to follow their rules and guidelines. Otherwise, not just law, it will be a shameful act even in front of the people around us if we do not abide by the rules and regulations. 34th is, you can make a checklist for shopping, hobbies, investments and entertainment. Okay, so that you will not miss all these things even if you are in the lockdown, so that you will maintain your entertainment and shopping hobbies, or if you have some additional skills in terms of art or reading good books, make a checklist and start doing those one by one so that you get out of boredom and you will always be happy and cheerful. 35th is, instead of messaging, see, entire world messages, what you can do at your best is you talk to at least one friend, one relative and one colleague, if not every day, at least once per week, which will rejuvenate your friend or relative's mind or your colleague's mind by talking. By messaging, nothing much happens, so you don't get positive results. When you talk one on one with people, you'll get to know their feelings or emotions or their intent, or you can relax your mind at least by talking. 36th is to avoid buying physical gold or silver just because of some future anticipation. This is a very common thing where people buy physical gold when the markets uh, give a very high price. So at a very high price, buying these costly assets will make a sure shot dent to your financial situation. So please avoid buying gold during such situations. Nothing worst has come. You can try for the fall in the prices of gold and buy them later. So that is, in my perspective, a wrong thing to do. 37th is, try to sell physical gold if you have, especially if you have surplus gold. That's not the way to invest. Investing is a different part altogether. So investing in gold is very good, but not useful for the economic growth of a country. So if you consider various developed economies, they invest less in gold because gold will not do any favor to the economy except creating value, because somebody else wants the value to be high. So gold doesn't, it is not productive. Basically it is a idle asset. So instead of buying physical gold, if at all you have an intention to buy gold, ETF, that is electronic traded funds, are the best options. You can just buy these ETFs like you buy stocks or shares from NSE and BSE. You can log into your Demat account and you can buy them directly from the stock exchanges. And you need not worry, they will be very safe in the custody of any organization or bank from which you are buying online. So 38th point is to take maximum benefit of cashbacks on Amazon, Flipkart, Paytm, PhonePe, all these apps. Okay, so that you can do a proper analysis of various expenses you are incurring, and if you can avail more discounts and cashbacks from these online applications, it would reduce your costs. So with the same list of groceries or things you are trying to buy from the market, you can, okay, make an analysis as to which particular app is giving you the same grocery at a lesser price, and take your decisions. 39th is to read good books on financial planning, health, cooking, art, literature, skill development, etc. So, whenever you read good books, your, okay, grasping capability, or uh, having a perspective about the people around you or world around you becomes a different game altogether. So please make a habit of reading at least one book every month, a good novel, or maybe a very good book on finance or health, cooking, etc. 40th is to create your own digital library for education and entertainment. If you're able to, store a lot of good videos, motivational videos, or good movies which could be watched for your day to day entertainment or education, it will keep your mind refreshed and relaxed. 41st point is to use solar energy, natural gas connection, electric vehicles in long run. So right now you cannot go with all these facilities. Once the lockdown ends, you can think of switching over to these, okay, resources, so that you will cut lot of operational costs hereafter, and lot of savings would happen post lockdown. 42nd point is to build a network of quality individuals around you. If you do not have good people around you, the society will consider you as a bad person, even if you even if you are a quality individual. So always make a quality circle of friends or colleagues around you. Don't, okay, involve in unnecessary discussions where you don't find positivity. So having a network of good quality individuals is very important, especially in these times. 43rd point is to cut down your bad habits immediately. If somebody is smoking cigarettes, or if somebody is alcoholic or chewing tobacco, etc., you have to cut the bad habits immediately, not only to cut the costs, but to cut the negativity that you are creating for your own health. Okay, you will be putting your family members or your loved ones into the problem in long run. So try to avoid these things completely. 44 is, do not encourage your children to keep their money in the piggy banks. The money doesn't grow if you keep it in the locker. Okay, so instead of that, try to open a bank account in their name by making a Aadhaar card, or okay, giving their names as a minor account, and gift them a mutual fund if you want to. So it will be a great asset if they get a mutual fund during their birthdays, etc. 45th is, try to repair or fix your things yourself instead of calling for help. Normally, if the refrigerator stops working, or if the water filter stops working, we call for a technician who would come and charge some 500 or 1000 rupees, or maybe 2000. So you can avoid such expenditure. Okay, and by learning yourself on YouTube or any social media, and try to fix the things yourself, you will be learning on the other side, as well as cutting costs on the other end. 46th is, you can invest your idle money or surplus cash if you have in bank in Nifty or Sensex index funds or index ETFs, because stock markets have fallen globally. All over the globe, there is a huge fall in the markets because of coronavirus issue. So this is the right opportunity to buy, especially if you are a long term investor. But you need to make your investments in a staggered manner. You do not have to invest your money in one shot. If you have 100 rupees to invest, start investing 10 rupees, and the next 10 rupee on the 2% or 3% correction in the market, which will further give you energy to invest more during correction. And when the markets recover, you will have a very good profits in your portfolio. Definitely those are going to beat the inflation in times to come. So you can try to invest in Nifty or Sensex index funds. 47th is, this is a common mistake what people do. Sitting at home, instead of just investing and keeping quiet, they try to play in the market, which is completely operator driven. So if you try to trade in the market every day, buying and selling of stock, you will end up paying more brokerage as well as the operator sitting. Okay, you will never know who is an operator. An operator could be a very high net worth individual, or he could be a DII, FII. So they may change the game of the market all of a sudden and put you in heavy losses. So please try to avoid trading in markets every day. Investing is the only mantra solution to make profits. So which Warren Buffett says. 48th is, from health point of view, you can use mosquito nets instead of repellents, because the mosquito repellents will have some fumes or chemicals coming out of it, so which is very hazardous for our health. So instead of that, you can use mosquito net and keep the windows or the doors open, in case you are feeling that mosquito bites or anything is increasing. You try to avoid repellents as much as possible. 49th is, Do not argue with your employer if certain decisions are not favorable to you. In these times, if the employer tries to tell you some things which doesn't suit your profile, or which you do not like personally, don't try to argue with them. Otherwise you may land up in problem, and god forbid if something happens to the job, it will be very difficult to find the other job immediately during crisis. So please try to maintain uh, a proper gesture with your employer. Resolve the matters with a kind gesture and be in their good books, so that they will always remember you for your good work. 50th is take up online certification programs to strengthen your profile, so that you keep yourself engaged even during lockdown, and you will have appropriate certificates to prove that you have not been sitting idle during lockdown. To prove that you have additional qualifications, you can do these things. 51st point is polish your resume by adding recent achievements, new certifications, etc. So when you attend some workshops or seminars online, you can use those certificates and add them to your resume, which will strengthen your profile. 52nd is spend your time with nature every day. I often wonder, when did I look up at the sky? So when do we look at all the trees around us? We don't do it often. So please try to do this. Every day you spend time with nature. You can probably go and have a walk in the garden nearby, or park nearby, and try to spend some time with the nature. 53rd is to install biogas plant at your home if you have space. So this particular facility, if you have at home, it will reduce a major chunk of your expenditure. So biogas plants are not very popular in India and even abroad. So having a thought of uh, installing such a plant is a good one, which will minimize your expenses drastically in times to come. 54th is walls have ears and technology is everywhere. So this is especially for the people who do backbiting in offices, or try to speak something negative about the other person. So one needs to be careful that the people or walls will have ears, which means that people could be recording your audio or whatever you speak to each other, and they may be conveying the message to the bosses. So please try to be very careful or watchful about these things, because I have read many articles on Google regarding this, how people put the others in problem and try to be safe, try to play safe. uh, uh, so be careful with your dealings. Point number 55, switch over to fans instead of air conditioners to limit your expenses. So because these air conditioners and air coolers will draw additional electricity, you will end up paying more electricity, more in terms of power bills. So if you switch over to fans, it will not consume much of electricity, hence your electricity bill will be less. 56th point is wash and iron your clothes yourself instead of giving them to laundry, which is a great way of reducing expenses if you could do this. So if you have now, at least you have a lot of time to do this yourself, so please try to do it. No need of giving it to laundry and spending thousands of rupees on this. 57th point is that software hackers are very active nowadays. Most of the IT employees would have lost their jobs, or just to have a bad intention, or do a kind of fraud in the modern society, software hackers have become very active. So they are trying to do all sorts of things to get the money uh, into their bank accounts from somebody else. So please do not click on any or every link that you find on your phone or computer. Especially when you see a website starting with http, like http, it is a this kind of http dot www will always have a problem. Do not enter such websites because they are risky. So instead of that, you look for https dot www etc, because this is the one which comes with additional security. Here yes means security after hypertext transfer protocol. So if you are going through such kind of a website, you are safe and you are secured. Otherwise it could be a hacker's website where all your data, your banking details could be hacked. So the 58th point is, do not install unauthorized softwares just because they are free of cost. So you will find a setting in your mobile phone, uh, where the unauthorized softwares could be installed. Please uncheck that particular option, because the unauthorized softwares may give scope for hackers to enter your phone, get all your phone details, bank account details, etc., and you could be at risk. 59th point is to cover or close your web camera. So friends, this is a very important issue which I wanted to bring to you all. Try to close your web camera with a white strip of paper, or try to just put a cover on your web camera after use, because according to the cybercrime department, the secondary camera that we use for our selfies or web camera could be used for looking at the activities that we do and to breach our security, or uploading unwanted videos on various websites. So a lot of cases are being registered. Please make sure that you close your web camera after use. 60th is, you should always remember that technology is your slave and you are its master. You should never allow the technology to rule you. Human beings are superior and they'll remain superior in future as well. So one thing is, you should not yield to all the uh, um, all that technology is offering you, whereas you should always master it, not become a slave of technology. So the last point is, have a healthy mind and body and soul. So when you have a healthy mind, body and soul, you will go through a very successful journey and you will be a better person in the society. So by saying these words, I thank you all and wish you all a very great future and a very happy time. So may God bless you all. So if you have liked my video, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, friends.